Okay, here we go. Hello, how are you? My name is Matthew. You are in the moment here on the laptop, just making sure everything starts up nice and smooth. It's late night, 11:30 on this seventh day of December, 2025. It's eviction day. As of midnight tonight, the one of the final designated encampments. Well, it's already been de-designated. People have to be off that property, well, as of midnight tonight. So I'm going to talk about that in a couple of moments. But the reason I'm in here, I said I would try and jump in front of the camera if there was significant weather happening here in Halifax. There is another special weather statement, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty powerful, quick moving storm. According to Environment Canada, this is what they call an Alberta Clipper. So snow, wind, 70 kilometers. Again, it depends on where you are in the province. Uh, it looks like it's going to be a snow event. It's going to start maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. The morning commute could be a little dicey. And just looking at the forecast from Environment Canada over the next few days, we're going to see a high of +5 on Thursday. And that's as high as the temperature is going to get for the next few days, +5, and it's going to get down to -11 tomorrow evening. So snow on the way. And the reason I always start off with the weather, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Farmer's Almanac. Weeks ago, I thought I would do a little research into what the Farmer's Almanac was going to say about the month of December and January. I saved all that stuff, and so far, it seems to be pretty accurate. So I've got the page bookmarked, and I'll share that with you. So just know that this evening, there is a special weather statement in place for all of Nova Scotia, and to add insult to injury, there are individuals who are supposed to have vacated Lower Flynn Park. I was down there today, and I'll tell you what I saw and who I spoke with while I was there. Last show I did, not too many days ago, Thursday night, 900 views. Thank you. I was speaking with someone who is interested in perhaps being a guest on the talk radio program, and I made mention that, well, they made mention that they always don't watch these shows live because for the most part they do start at 11:30 at night. And I responded just by saying, that's why in the, you know, almost 8 years that I've been doing this, it's more about the content of the show and not necessarily the time of day. Live views are great, but if you're watching this at your leisure and getting caught up and leaving comments, I appreciate that as well. Uh, so what I'm about to talk about, just a few notes, therapy for me, just a few things that I've seen and observed and been a part of just over the last weekend. Yesterday was a pretty memorable day. Yesterday marked the 108th anniversary of the Halifax explosion. And yeah, just a bitter cold weekend. The weather yesterday wasn't too bad. There was a really amazing ceremony just up over the hill at Fort Needham Memorial Park. There was a 9 o'clock service, all kinds of political dignitaries there. Very short service. But what was amazing about this service, the short time that I was up there, I would say maybe 200-300 people showing up. There may have been various events throughout the peninsula, but I chose to go to the one at Fort Needham Memorial Park, and I just had a brief conversation with this elderly lady who just ended up standing beside me for the duration of this program. And towards the end, after the end of the service, we continue our conversation. Her name was Margaret. I introduced myself as Matthew, and we had a good laugh because one of her sons, is named Matthew. They went on to talk about they're still doing commissionaire work in their 80s, still doing commissionaire work. And I told them that I was a commissionaire as well, working at the art gallery. Come to find out, Margaret, her first job as a commissionaire was at the art gallery. And did I mention she has a son named Matthew? So both of us were just kind of knew that it was just meant to be for us to, share this service. And I'll just go even one step further. Her whole family, like generations and generations of family members, have served this country, and even telling me that that Margaret lost immediate family members in the Halifax explosion. So just a remarkable ceremony, and to put the icing on the cake, they had a piece of the Mont Blanc, which was the munitions ship that exploded. So I put a picture up on my Facebook page. So, it's there on display as part of the ceremony. So, of course, I have to ask if I can touch it, which certainly you can, but you can just see how these plates of metal, it looked like a wave. So I've always said it's one thing to read about history, but when you can see it, in some circumstances, smell it, taste it, but when you can touch it, it just makes that historical moment that much more memorable. So I'll always remember the service on December 6th, 2025 at Fort Needham Memorial Park. A great conversation with Margaret, and just hearing just a bit of her backstory, personal story with the Halifax explosion. And for me, 21 years in British Columbia, 4 years here in Halifax, and living, we moved and are living at ground zero, like residentially, like people living close to ground zero where the actual blast happened doesn't get any closer than where we are right now. And we know that this blast was the largest man-made explosion before the atomic bomb. This blast was so powerful. Well, we know 2,000 people were killed instantly. Another 10,000 people were seriously injured. You can hear stories about the help coming into the province, into the city. I heard a story where a lot of the damage, a lot of the injuries were eye injuries, because when the fire was burning, people were walking down to Barrington. People wanted to see what was happening. Never expecting in a million years that the ship would explode. A lot of people didn't know that it was a munitions ship. So a lot of people were, if they weren't outside walking towards this catastrophic event, they were looking out of their windows. And when the ship blew up, it just instantly shattered glass for kilometers. So I heard a story. One of the gentlemen who was like a historian who was speaking there yesterday at this ceremony was saying that a lot of the doctors were just performing eyeball removal. And at one point, a doctor was quoted as saying that he had a bucket full of damaged eyes. So, not, yeah, just damaged eyes, like just taking eyeballs out of people and just having so many that you're filling up a bucket. And what maybe a lot of people don't know, after this explosion, the very next day, there was just this incredible blizzard. So you had frozen, charred bodies strewn about under snow. Just a horrific event. 108 years ago yesterday. So if you don't know a lot about it, it's something to really just sit down, and I'm sure there are lots and lots of documentaries. Yeah, so that was yesterday morning. Later on in the day, Jen and I went into the city. found ourselves a really nice Christmas tree. We just spent this evening just putting up Christmas decorations. So where are you? Where are you with your Christmas decorating? I definitely want to do some Christmas baking, and I think we're leaning towards a Christmas lasagna. Thinking about a Christmas lasagna. Out in the peninsula today doing my walkabout. I just want to let Lynn and Rebecca know that your packages are going out. I'll be taking more into the city with me tomorrow, but just a great opportunity to for me to see some regular faces. The care packages that I handed out today. There's one lady who I see any given time that I walk down Spring Garden Road, they're there. And if they are there, if I have anything, I don't, I always stop and have a conversation with everyone. But with this particular individual, giving them a care package today, the conversation lasted just a bit longer. So, Lynn, Rebecca, everyone helping out in hugs, thank you. Everyone appreciates it. And someone in Kentville who heard of what was happening with hugs thought that was a great idea, and they're going to be starting up getting care packages together for individuals outside, unhoused, for the folks in Kentville and the surrounding area. So, and I'm hoping to have a conversation with that individual in the very near future. Okay, Lower Flynn Park. I was down there this afternoon. I hope you had a chance to get out and do enjoy this beautiful day. I think I just created a word. Just a fantastic afternoon. So I found myself, after I had delivered the care packages, I found myself walking down Quinpool, heading towards Lower Flynn Park, because today is the eviction day, December 7th. Everyone had to be out of that park. And I know there were, as of a couple of weeks ago, there's still a lot of people there. And as of 3 o'clock this afternoon, there's still structures there. No one's going anywhere. I specifically went down to look for Andrew Goodsell. Andrew Goodsell has been at that encampment for almost a year now. But everything's buttoned up nice and tight. Everything's clean and tidy. I haven't seen Andrew, unfortunately, in like over a month. I know he's around. I just don't know where he is. But I did speak with a couple of residents who are there. This particular couple, they were the original people there. Like when Lower Flynn Park was designated an area for people to go, they were there like almost immediately. So they've seen some drastic changes, but they were quite surprised that fencing has not already been put up to keep people from going in. Like I said, as of midnight, 17 minutes as of this live broadcast, in 17 minutes, anyone on that property will be breaking the law. Just because of the eviction, you had until midnight, December 7th, to vacate the property. What I'm telling you, I was down there this afternoon, and there's still lots of structures there. So I don't know how many people are there, but it's not like it's a vacant lot. It's not like people just said, oh, we're getting evicted, let's just go somewhere else. So I don't know where people are going. I don't know the type of help that has been offered to them. But again, there were two people there that have been there for nearly 2 years, or however long that encampment has been there. So if they're still there, are the services really helping people? Because I'm hoping that people aren't going to be running around like their hair's on fire or their chickens with their heads cut off for the next few days, frantically trying to get people into dignified housing. And speaking with this couple here, shelters are simply not an option. They will pack up their stuff and they will just go somewhere else. I've had some lengthy conversations with this particular individual, and they are a survivalist. I'm not worried about them. I know they'll be okay, but for the newbies, Just go to the Helping End Homelessness Facebook page, reading a story on there tonight. Someone put up just within the last couple of hours. Hey, as of midnight tonight, I'm going to be homeless. Where can I get a tent? So just some incredible real-time stories. And again, if you're a politician watching this, or if you want to get a sense of what's really going on in the province, go to that Facebook page and just you'll just see the need. Not just for rent, people need money for gas. People need money for food. People just need help ASAP. So we'll see what happens at Lower Flynn Park. I don't imagine anything is going to happen tomorrow. Like I said, we are expecting some snowfall. But the next step will be to put fencing up from head to toe on Lower Flynn Park. They will gate everyone out. And at some point, contractors are going to come in and they're just going to dismantle and throw out whatever is left there. That is played out. That is their MO. That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll see. It'll be sometime this week. I say Tuesday, Wednesday, once the snow comes and goes and things settle down. But do expect fencing or some type of barrier to keep people out. But like I said, as of this afternoon, there are still structures there. So I will assume that there are still people there. Truth from the Booth. Had a good show today with Michelle Hiltz. You had an opportunity to hear it a couple of times at 10 o'clock, 6 o'clock. What I'm going to do, if you didn't hear it on the radio program, I have some pictures, I have the audio, and I'm working on putting just that radio show with some pictures, putting it up on my YouTube channel, and I will share it that way with you. One final thing as we close this out here, just a real quick show. This is the season for Christmas cheer and Christmas food and Christmas decorations and Christmas shows. We just got a few under our belts. So far, we have Home Alone, Christmas Vacation, Polar Express, Elf, and The Grinch. So we only get 5. It's a Wonderful Life. Of course, all the old school Christmas cartoon, Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Still have to get to all those. Okay. Just lots of fun in here tonight. Just real quick on a late night Sunday night. Appreciate the live use. If you're watching this at your leisure, I appreciate that as well. Hope you have a safe morning commute. Some dicey weather is on the way. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. My name is Matthew, and you are currently caught up in the moment.